Well, hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, Socalsabre here, and another month has gone by, and this is the last Sunday of the month. So it's time for our question and answer period, plus the channel's end of month report. So today I'll be doing a quick report on the channel's activities in October, and then I'll address my plans for November. And towards the end, I'll talk about my favorite sports teams. And then I'll talk about myself and status and the trip. Hi, Danger Noodle. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. Just getting started here. So this is a question and answer period. And if you got any questions, just shoot them up there. You can interrupt me while I'm talking about other subjects, and I will try to answer you. I do have a question I'll throw out there for you. So if you're watching it now or later, Halloween's coming up. You guys got any special plans, any parties, celebrations? What do you do for Halloween? Put it in the remarks. I will get back with you on that. Hi, Ray. Thanks for checking in. Just getting started. And as of right now, we have 1,023 subscribers on the channel, which is pretty cool. Up 15 from last month. And I appreciate every single one. And before we really get digging into everything here, if you haven't done so yet, go down there and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so. Help the channel grow. Put some remarks down there. And super chats and channel membership is available. And so here we go. October, counting this broadcast, there's been 15 videos published covering various subjects. This is a lot less than in the normal months, and that was due to me going on vacation. I'll talk a little bit about the trip when we get down to the section about me. And I did 2 live broadcasts. We did the talking about 10 and then this end of month report. And that was it as far as live this month was. So I'm going to try to go. I'm thinking about trying to go live once a week. Okay, Danger. Let's see what we got going here. I've been following channel closely this month. Which board games have you been enjoying lately on and off screen? You can answer this later if it's a long question. I think you'll get to, I'll answer it as I'm going through my the things that we've done in the channel. Thank you for asking. Okay. PC games. Yes, of course. I did 2 American Truck Simulators. If anybody's watched that, I've been having an issue with the game just crashing. I think it's one of the mods doing it. I haven't had enough time to research every single mod. I'm still working on getting that corrected, but I'll be continuing. Then I did Out of the Park Baseball 25. I did one video. It was the 1984 season for the Detroit, and I did the 60-game recorded this game 60. And then Tower Simulator 3, I did one video, George Bush International. In the last 28 days, this is kind of strange for me. Tower Simulator 3 videos have been watched about 5 times as many as any other video on the channel. That's crazy. And then Final Girl, the top video and average view duration in the last 28 days. Wow, what's going on with all the sports fans leaving the channels early? I don't know. You can never figure all of that stuff out. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, Ray. And if I do it, I'm probably going to stick to Sundays at 4. It seems to be working on our other 2 ones, but I will definitely let you know about that. Okay, and then so then spinning, the one that I do about what was albums and CDs I listened to during the month, that'll continue. I did do 2 videos of the weekly one, and one special on I think that was last month on the box set, Anno Domini by Black Sabbath. Tell your friends about that. And you guys must have some music friends and that like to see some of the old albums that I listened to and old CDs and so forth. Bring back some memories. Then the sports games, Replay Baseball. I did 2 games on the all franchise team tournament. I am going to be doing one more on that one before, as I'm slowing down now with the baseball games since baseball season is rounding up in real life. Inside the Crease Hockey has hit the table. I did one game in the 2006-07 playoffs. It's not just Buffalo I'm playing everybody in the East. And whoever comes out of the East will play the actual team that came out in real life out of the West. And then Epa football, I did game number 8 of the 1964 Buffalo Bills replay. And in season ticket baseball, I have a 1955 tournament going there, and I played one game during the month, and I'm going to be playing at least one more game of that before that slows down. So that was what that. I haven't, when I was talking back to the Danger Noodles question there, I haven't been playing any games lately off channel. I did take a game with me on the trip, but I didn't get to play it in that. Board games, those are my favorite, but I didn't play any. I didn't do any videos last month on it either. I still, I took the rules to refresh my rules for Thunder Red Dawn on the Big trip. Didn't read them, so I want to do that one. And then the board games, I did a first look on the game, the search for UAPS, which is the unidentified anomalous phenomena. That's in the same family with the search for Planet X and the search for lost species. I have all of those. That's a pretty cool game. I haven't got UPS on the table yet. Then I did a demo on Comic Hunters. It's the one I took, and I took that on a trip but didn't play it. That's a pretty cool game too. And you can play that solo, and it does have solo rules in it. And same with UAPS. They both have solo rules built into them. So when I get to them, I will give you some demos on it. I still have one request working, and that's for me to do war games by era reviews, which is still in the queue. I was having a hard time figuring out how to do that one. I'll get it figured out sooner or later. Personal gaming, I guess that's probably could say this was my favorite last month because it's what I do all the time. Superstar Baseball. We play every Wednesday or Thursday. The 8 games are played between there's a schedule. Like this coming Wednesday, we're playing. None of the teams that I own are scheduled to play. It says their actual schedule, but I'll be playing. So, I'll be playing another owner's team that's not present. And then, so if there's anything you'd like me to do or consider doing, let me know in the remarks section, and I'll check it out and get back and let you know and maybe do it. I can, sometimes even if it costs some money and I can afford it, I'll go ahead and get the game and do it. So what do I got working on the table at this moment? Okay, we got, like I said, Inside the Crease on the table. Replay Basketball is currently on the table. It's the 1985-1986 tournament. Okay, that one should come out in a couple days, but it is on the table, making its way back. It didn't get on the table at all last year, and I was bound and determined I was going to be get that one out first before I get the other ones like Bang Shot and them out. Then I have another one that I haven't played in several years, and I'm in the process of refreshing myself. And it's a boxing game. It's titled Bout 2. When I opened up the box, I found out that I have a heavyweight tournament going on in that, and it's getting down to like the semifinals. So I'm refreshing myself now. Probably this week you'll see a fight on that one. So that's the second boxing game that I own. I forget the name of the other one right now. But anyway, Title Bout 2 be coming back. You got to refresh it. I haven't played it. This has got to be 3 or 4 years now. Okay. All right. Like I said, my Major League Baseball in real life is winding down. So the amount of baseball on the channel till next season will start winding down too. But if you have a particular game that you'd like to see played on the project that I'm working, let me know. And I'll try to work them in. They're not going to shut baseball out totally. See. Have you seen the Undaunted family of board games? Some of the best ones. Yes, I have seen them. In fact, I own Normandy and North Africa, and I think it's the replacements. So I do have them. I don't have the other and more than that, and I haven't played it in a long time. And you're right, it does play very, very. It's a very, very good game. One of David Thompson's has participated in developing. What else we got? We got we got season ticket baseball working still. replay baseball work until I'm going to have one more game in the Fall Classic 1956, and that's going to shut down for the winter. Yappa 61 Detroit game, and one more, and that's going to shut down for the winter as I get more football coming out. Okay. November plans. All right. As you can see, scrolling across the bottom, we got our 2 normally scheduled live broadcasts talking about 11 and the end of month for November. They're both already scheduled. And I also give you a week reminder by putting on a post a week ahead of time to remind everybody. And with the talking about, participation has grown in that. I hope it continues to grow and continues going. We've been having some good conversations on that particular thing. Let's see what we got. Unboxings will continue as they come in. I should have some stuff coming in here. Get that wind down. As I say, I'm going to get the games on order list wound down. Just when I'm thinking that, I get something in and I order something. Like I just did the Kickstarter from Flying Pigs Games on the Rock of Chickamauga. It's a Civil War game. I still haven't picked up the last one, Shiloh from Revolution. That makes it me one short from that whole series with Revolution. But I'll probably get it. Let's see what we got going here. PC games, Truck Simulator and the Tower Simulator. Tower Simulator is definitely going to continue. That's the highest views of anything we got going on the channel right now. Starfield's still in the PC queue. I don't know if I'll ever get that. And the vinyl spinning will continue. We got a nice fair anywhere from 30 to 70 views a week on that when that one comes out. So got a nice following on that. I'm getting some nice feedback on it. And let's see. More sports games. Well, I think I already talked about that. More. I already talked about them. Inside the Crease, we play basketball, Apple football. There will be a second season football coming out here pretty soon too. Before the next Apple one, there'll be a second season get gone. And then let's see. Golf, no golf yet. I do have thoughts on bringing out another History Maker golf tournament. I just don't know which course I want to play and which cards I want to use, what sets. Let's see. Yeah, title pretty cool. I'll talk about it in the video with Titlebot because I did have some issues with the Titlebot when it came out on Kickstarters, but it's a different story. We're not here for that today. And yeah, I have been playing Starfield. I just have not played it in a long time. I've not recorded it in a long time for the channel. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty cool. I do play a lot of Xbox and PC games. Just like last night, I downloaded the new NHL 25 and played a couple of games on that one. Hey, Bill. How about some Dynasty League baseball? Maybe some current teams and your comments on the game's features. All right, Albert, I'm going to put that down. Okay, since you would like to see some Dynasty, I'm going to make myself a note because you guys know my age, I'll forget. I probably have a project going. But the reason I took it out, I had projects going and I stopped playing it. And I'll tell you the reason why. I'm going to go back and because you would like to see some, I'm going to do it. I took it out because the cards and the font are so small, and then they said, oh, we're going to make bigger fonts and bigger cards, bigger fonts. And so I looked and I priced, and for I'm just going to use, I don't know the exact price, but they're like for a $60 set, say a $60 set of the regular normal cards, get the large cards, it's 3 times $180, something like that. It's very crazy. And I said, I am not paying that much for a set of baseball cards. So that's why I kind of took it out. But Albert, I will play some Dynasty. I'll sneak some in here during the winter when we're slowed down a little bit. All right. Football second season coming up, multiplayer demos. I'll try to continue doing that like I did this month. I did it with Comic Hunters. Probably the other one I got coming out is going to be one of those ones I picked up for I forget which one it is. One of the Star Wars ones. I forgot now. All right, so that's what we got going on sports replays for the month of November. Anybody else got anything they'd like to see, just like Albert just put out there? Just let me know. Okay, and then in the future, if you want to know, and I publish anything without having to look it up all the time, just hit the bell down there. You'll get a notification. Okay. Don't forget to tell your friends about the channel, like and subscribe. Okay. Here we go. Do all that fun stuff that YouTube wants you to do to help the channel grow. Okay, my favorite sports teams. Well, the Detroit Tigers got eliminated by Cleveland, but that was a fun run while it lasted. Made it to 5 games in Cleveland. The offseason is going to be really interesting. There's already. They haven't been out of the playoffs for 2 weeks. I see all kinds of speculation on social media about who's getting traded, who's going to buy, the whole 9 yards. So I don't even read those. I say, come on, folks. They don't know what they're going to be doing yet. They might have an idea, but they're not going to be telling us about it. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, the Buffalo Bills just finished beating Seattle. They're 6-2, looking pretty good. Josh Allen is off to his best start of his career as far as turnovers go, which is really nice to see that. I'm still not convinced that they are as good as their record at 6-2. I don't know why. I like what I see. I like what I saw today. They took advantage of every opportunity they could, and Seattle just shot themselves in the foot all day long, which helped. So we'll see. They picked up Amari Cooper a week and a half ago on a trade. I think that'll be a nice addition for the Bills to the receiving core, which I already like the receiving core. And let's see what we got. The Celtics, they're started. Will they repeat? That's the big question now. They started off 3-0, and in the first game of the season, they set the NBA record for the most 3-point shots taken in a single game. That is crazy. They can't live like that the whole season. It was like 50-something shot threes they took in that game. Crazy, but you guys all know I'm a Celtic fan, and we are the champions, as Queen said. All right, the Buffalo Sabres. I'm been a little happy lately. They started off not so well, losing their first 3 games of the season. And I don't know what they got started turning it around again. And right now, so they started off 0-3. Right now, they're 4-1. That's a nice comeback. They could have, after 0-3, they could have won on and their season have been over if they kept on losing. But they played very well the last couple of games. Beat Detroit yesterday. I think I watched them. So my hopes are up there. I wouldn't bet any money that they'll make the playoffs after 13 years. Oh, I can't do that. But I hope they do. Get that string off their neck. All right, now we'll talk a little bit about me right now. As most of you know, I was down in Playa del Carmen in the Yucatan Peninsula for a week for my stepdaughter's wedding. And today's day 5 back. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed for me, because if you catch anything like COVID or something in that, the symptoms usually appear 4 to 6 days. So I'm day 5 back. I'm doing fine. All right. I don't want to test it. Want to keep going. All right. I kept myself as protected as I could. When I was flying or in airports around any amount of people, I wore a mask the whole time, even on the planes. And at the resort, for the most part, I didn't go in. Like, they had a big reception after the wedding, and there was a lot of people in a smaller room, and I didn't even go into it. I didn't want to put a mask on. I didn't want to go in. So I tried the best I could to stay. And I can tell you that travel to and back from there was an adventure. We had to, my daughter and I and my son-in-law had this flights arranged, and then we were supposed to fly out of LA into Dallas and then into Cancun. Well, they go ahead, they changed our flights. They canceled that flight to put us on another flight. So we had to fly from LAX to Detroit. And then we had an 8-hour layover in Detroit, and it was 35 degrees there. So holy crap, it was cold in the airport. And knowing me, here my jacket was packed in the bag that was checked. So my son-in-law let me wear his sweatshirt while we were in Detroit. So then we get in finally going to leave Detroit, and next morning to get down to Cancun. And we get all the way out to the runway, and the pilot says, "I got to taxi back in. We got a problem with the left engine." So we check it back. He says, "I'm going to have the mechanics come back up. I think it's a computer." We taxi back in. We sit there while the mechanics come up, and finally he says, "They can't fix it. We're going to have to pull into the gate. You're all going to have to disboard." So we had to disband to get off. And then we waited for another flight or another plane. It wasn't too long. Then they put us on. And because of the people that came on standby in the first flight that got taken off the standby and their luggage got mixed up, and the new people coming in standby, their luggage, we sat in that new plane for an hour because then the pilot told us why. He says, our flight, the list for the people flying doesn't match the luggage. So we had to wait till they get that all straightened out. We finally got off and got down there. We got down there and it rained every day except the day we came home. You know, after the hurricanes and there we had Nadine, a tropical depression Nadine out there forming around. We had Oscar out there forming around. And then on Friday night, I think it was Friday night when we were down there, we actually had a typhoon come through. I had rain in my room the first day, but they came in and put all kinds of towels because my patio overfilled and that. But at the typhoon, I didn't have any, but my son and my daughter-in-law had like an inch of water in their room. And my stepdaughter's husband's mother, they had to move theirs because the ceiling was falling. It was quite crazy. Typhoons are, So anyway, we had a good time while we were down there. I got the privilege to walk my stepdaughter down the aisle. That was pretty nice. And everybody says, "Well, she's the stepdaughter." She considers me her stepdad. I consider her my stepdaughter. She's not really my stepdaughter. I was never married to her mother, but that's the relationship we've had ever since she was a little kid growing up. So that's what we call each other, and so I'm used to, in my history of traveling, taking 2 to 3 trips a year around the States or somewhere, flying, driving, and so forth. But with this experience here, I'm going to tell you, I was pretty uncomfortable with my old age, with the medical conditions I got, and with COVID still around. I was pretty uncomfortable. So I pretty much have told my family, I think my flying is over unless it's an emergency, family emergency, and I need to go somewhere. So I think that I'm going to call it quits on that. I did enough flying in my life, being 20 years in the military and then retiring and flying at least once every year on vacation. So that was it as far as the the trip went. I had some people ask me one time why you don't see my eyes very well. Well, I have drooping eyelids, which is a condition called ptosis. So the VA's been looking at it and following it. So last Friday, this last Friday, 2 days ago, they referred me to a local eye clinic up here, and I went over there for a pre-examination where they're going to determine whether the ptosis is bad enough they have to do a repair surgery on it or not, because they can do those because it actually blocks my vision, the eyelashes and so forth. It's funny, they had to hold my eyelashes. They have to hold it up sometimes when they're doing the test because I can't hold them up. But anyway, I'm going in for a test on the 15th of November. That's when they'll do some lights or something and test to really see how bad the ptosis is. So then everybody remembers I got that tooth pulled just before I left. Well, I got my partial back the day before we left, and one of the new tooth on the partial is a little high. So now I have an appointment on Monday to go in and have the dentist sand that down or not. But everything's going all right. Other than that, all of those things, and doing well. I got back into my walking routine. I did a walk this morning, 1.8 miles. I do it 4 times a week. Did a lot of walking down there in Cancun. There's actually Playa de Carmen, that resort. There's actually a town right now. You walk out the door, walk right into the town. That is really cool. We went downtown several times during the 5 days we were there. So that's about wraps it up for me. Is where I stand in that. Anybody got any questions I want to bring up right now? We're about 26 minutes in. The monthly report is done. I'll put this out there for you. I already asked at the beginning about if you got any Halloween plans, you do anything exciting on Halloween, put it in the remarks. So I'll let you know. I'll be interested to see what you do. But here's the other one that's, it's kind of, I think that this is kind of weird. As you guys know, every month I announce how many subscribers we have, and the subscribers went up 15 this month and the 15 the month before. And the channel keeps growing subscriber-wise. But for the last 2 months, views and viewing hours has been going down. And I don't know why. If anybody's got a good idea or a good reason to that, please put it in the remarks in the video so I can at least contemplate it. Because then I start thinking, well, the subscribers are bored with what I'm putting out. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that too. Okay, questions, recommendations, requests. Okay, looks like everybody's satisfied with what I've said, or doesn't have anything to. Don't forget the next Talking About 11 on the 10th of November. That's when doing good. Start thinking about what you'd like to talk about. You can guys bring the topics. I'll bring something. You guys bring something. And we'll discuss it. And you can even be questions or topics to talk about. So anyway, let's see what we got here. Oh, that's the Alberts. I don't have any some current teams on this one, Albert, but I do have 57. I think it's 67, 2011 or 2012. Those are the 3 seasons I got. I don't know. I can't remember what project is. No, but I can look it up here real quickly, Ray. Let me bring it up here. I just finished a tournament on that one. This year. Legends of Boxing. That's when I have the core set. I have a heavyweight set 1. No, light heavyweight set 1. I have heavyweight set 5 also. I just finished a tournament. I think if you look on a playlist, you might be able to find it. What's going on here? All right. There we go. Maybe. Do I have other seasons for the NBA replay? Okay, yeah. I got the list up. Oh, come on. Where's the basketball? Oh, something got eliminated on replay. I'm doing it the 85-86 season. I think I have the Diamond 80s. I have a couple things, but now I'm seeing that my list is something got eliminated on my list. So I'm going to have to update my list for as far as replay basketball goes. I think the basketball that I have the most on is Status Pro basketball, but it's not the original Status Pro. It's Phil Graham's version, the same guy that recreated Superstar Baseball. No, Ray, I have not played Glory Days Boxing. I think Glory Days Boxing is not like my. I have a games on order list, and then I have like a dream list for sports, the multiplayer games. I think it's on there. Yeah, I got quite a few seasons for the Phil Graham version of the Super Status Pro basketball, which I'm going to get out there this year too. I have the franchise set. I have the 59-60 and 18 set, 60-61, so 85-86, 07, 08, 12, 13, 17, 18, 18, 19. That was really a shame when Phil Graham decided to retire because he put out two really, really good products, which was his version of Superstar Baseball and his version of Status Pro basketball. All right. Well, I was just looking at that list. I was bundling. I got to start making myself a priority list when the season comes. Because I said earlier this year I was going to get triple play baseball back up this year, and I didn't make it. Didn't get History Maker baseball back up again this year either. I did have History Maker up last baseball season, but not this one. All right, gang. I want to thank you very much all for stopping by here today and your inputs and saying take care of yourselves. So I hope to see you soon on the channel. Be kind to each other and stay safe.